Hey guys, welcome back. This is Lucid. Got another episode for Early Age Yomi for you. In Ring World, it's turn 77. We have gotten some rainbow armor from Lanka. Am I sending? For some reason, I feel like I keep sending tons of gems to Lanka, but I'm not checking the send when I need to. We cast Gift of Health again. I guess I wasn't even paying attention, but that probably should have been the last episode we were putting it up. I think I had a shit ton of gems laying around, so we just put that back up. They still are controlling Wrathful Skies, but we put a lot of gems into it. It's probably not worth us fighting to control it. We could, but it would be a big sacrifice. Okay, our Flames from the Sky caster is up and running now too, so we are starting to drop Flames from the Sky, and we are going to be dropping it on top of killed 93 units on top of Saramati and Chaff Piles. So I think that was mostly Long Dead that we killed. So anyway, it's going to be pretty good against the Naris. So anywhere we see like Anaris plus... Okay, let me double check, because I could say that and then somebody be like, it's not very good against the Naris. I think it's good against them. Inaris. So yeah, 9 HP, no fire resistance. They're gonna get fucked. So anywhere there's like a skeleton pile and I see Inaris, we are going to be casting Flames from the Sky. I'm making a Dragon Helmet just because this guy doesn't have a good target this turn. An Ashen Angel attacked a Dione. We'll see how that goes. So Ashen Angels are from Manifestation, a Conjuration spell. But Diones don't give a fuck. Okay, more... Okay, so this doesn't go as well. So there's more PD here. And we're doing Scent Horror as per usual. Lanka and Wraithlord dies. This is kind of hilarious. So we see the Raven is making friends. This is one of my favorite items to get in Construction 8. It is pretty hilarious. It's pretty expensive, but I would say it's definitely worth it. If you get Construction 8, it's a pretty damn good target. There are definitely ways to deal with it, though. But there are not many ways to deal with it when it is located on the head of a Raven with 800 HP. Now, it's actually nice in this case that we have very muted strength, because we're not really going to kill things terribly quickly. Okay, we've gotten one of them. There we go. And that is how you make friends, guys. And that's like 40 death gems he'll never get back. Lanka, this is probably going to be an air elemental attack. Okay, that's how you kill a Basalt King. Dakini dies to an Archdevil. We always like Holy Scourge close-ups. Is he going to be a Flying Archdevil? Yes. Oh, no Holy Scourge. But he does have Phoenix Pyre and Fire Shield. That didn't take very long. Okay, Rip Dakini. That's a permanent death there. Okay, then we have a bunch of magic site searching. I don't know, that might have been a misclick. A bunch of blood slaves. And then we have a huge list of battles to get through. So let's go ahead and start. Scout, Okay, we have some thugs. A King of Banefire and Denava go into very light Skelly Spam plus PD. It's pretty clear how that's going to go. This one will be interesting because we've got 2 Wraith Lords plus a tiny bit of PD with just a bare minimum of stuff. I mean, it's a very small Astral Communion. I assume it's going to be Communioned. Or no, they're going to be relying on these guys. So these guys do have solar weapons. And I think are they magic? Yeah, they're magic weapons. So invulnerability's not going to help. Yeah, okay, so they just killed him. How about that? So reasonably efficient way to deal with those Wraith Lords. Dione kills some PD. Dakini runs around and kills some stuff. The Basalt King comes around and kills some stuff. Wraith Lords again. They die. Some people get kind of frustrated with seeing Wraith Lords like pretty prevalent in the late game. I don't really think it's that bad. Like, I mean, they're obviously, like you can see, they're not that hard to kill. They're a little annoying because they just respawn, but you know, you can convert them. And I think a lot of people have the tools to do it in this particular game, though we don't see a ton of it. So I'm kind of impartial on the Wraith Lord nerf. I think it's probably okay. Well, it's really just an immortal nerf, but I think it's okay. I think it's probably better than the old system for immortals, but I feel like it's now a little. I think they're now not very immortal at all. That's probably not true. They probably still respawn a fair amount, I guess, in practice. Really, it's mind hunting that I think is the big problem here. So more successful rating. Yeah, more successful rating. A lot of this is just thugs. So far this is so far turning out to be a very good turn for us in terms of the rating pressure. Okay, now here you can see they actually enslave one of the Lankan Wraith Lords. So this is a little Astral Communion designed to catch immortals, or really anybody, any thug that comes in. You do not want to send thugs into this. Let's see if they, oh, some Creeping Doom too, very nice. You can see they don't really like casting Enslave Mind after they go off script. Okay. Did I? Here it was, okay. Okay, we are finishing up taking the rest of the Agarthan lands. We bump into a Melkort that Hinam has lying around. He doesn't last very long. And then so Kaelasa moves a big army. I think we got a little scared after we had some pretty large failures fighting Kaelasa. So yeah, we ditched and left only an Oni here, but this does give me a good sense of what we've got, what we're dealing with. So we don't actually have a lot of, or hardly any of the elemental royalty, which are these guys, obviously. But they seem to have focused that, like they went Conjuration pretty early, so good for them. Pretty large Mage Communion. This would be good to hit with Flames from the Sky, because I can target... Basically, it'll kill a lot of these Astral Mages, which are going to be a problem. They're non-Astral or they're non-Monkey Mages, like... Okay, well, that's an exception. These guys, they have a fair amount of HP, so they're not gonna die, really. But yeah, there's a lot of Yogini, or a lot of Yogis here, and those are going to be kind of my prime targets for if I have to for Flames from the Sky. Did we cast it at all? Oh yeah, we did. We already talked about that. I've already been through... Where the hell are we? just start here and go back down through it again. Okay, yeah, we were pretty far down the list. Okay, so this was that battle where we just were checking out that army. Wraith Lord here. They get wrecked. I mean, yeah, this is the thing. Like, how much damage did this Wraith Lord really do? Not much. Killed a Solus Marcata and a Thrall. I mean, look, I like using Wraith Lords, but I don't think they're, like, brokenly strong. Okay, now we have a big battle here, which you can kind of see how... Or not big battle, a medium-sized battle. So, Saramatia is riding out. Oh no, they're just retreating, is what's happening. They fired off a few magic duels before they went, but really everybody who wasn't on the immediate backline with an immediate script to retreat just died from mass flight. So, it got some thralls. It actually got some of their lore masters and soothsayers. And the magic duels didn't really work. So, if you were going to magic duel, probably put them at the very front and just have a magic duel till the end and hope to get these guys, but probably wouldn't be worth it to do with the lore masters. Only with the soothsayers, but this is what you do, like this mass retreat when you're going to lose a fort. So that's what Saramatia was doing there. A battle here where Kalisa is moving out with this army that just crushed mine. Oh, we didn't really talk about troop movement last episode either, but that's okay. So we're getting hit by Wrath of the Gods, and 260 units were wounded. 17 were killed. One of them was a demon general, which kind of sucks. But that's just like one of my little shitty human commanders. But you can see we're not really losing many units, and I think that's because of the second form on Kooni, so they don't really die. So we can kind of ignore it. We're going to be getting a shit ton of afflictions from it, though. Got attacked by some earth gnomes. And I think this is the final message for... Okay, no, this is the god of Oceania has permanently been vanquished at the end of his dominion, did not touch a single province, and his life force died. So he actually owned a fair amount of this planet at the end, and I think he owned a fair amount of the ocean. But these guys were blood sacrificing so hard, and then our dominion pressure was really hard. So... yeah, like you can see our dominion pushed into this planet, I think, from this moon system up here. So the combined pressure from us and from Saramatia, blood sacrificing, basically meant that, yeah, he got dom killed. Which is not really that surprising if you're a single player. Like if your partner gets eliminated in a Disciples game, I think you're definitely a dom kill candidate. So we've been through all the events. Let's talk a little bit this turn about the stuff we're doing. We're gonna go ahead. So this army's here. So it's, and I sent a Dione here just to raid, which was kind of risky. Like he totally could have died. So we're gonna actually, if he's gonna move back, because this is the army that was here. Right, so if he moves back, we have to have a battle outside the fort. So he doesn't get the protection of the fort walls. So I think I'm going to take him up on that offer. The script we've got coming in here is going to be Army of Gold. Did I not give him enough? Okay, this actually may be a big problem because I don't have enough gems. This is like extremely careless if that's what I did. I didn't have enough gems for Ground Army. I think I'm a little too sloppy, I think, when I play games, but like that's kind of outrageously sloppy. That's why it's really good to come back in and do my turns with you, which I'm going to be doing in my Atlantis playthrough. I think I'm on turn, for that one, we're on like turn 60 now or something, and I'm still current. Like every turn I've been doing, I have been recording immediately, and I think it's helped my play. I make fewer mistakes. And I get off of bad strategy sooner. We're going to be doing Darkness, Skeletal Legion. Here we're doing Mass Flight, but no gems, even though we have If I really don't do this, I'm gonna, like, freaking cry. Or Fog Warriors or anything, like, what the frick am I doing? Okay, we're gonna see. If we have a battle here next turn and I didn't fix any of these, which there's a pretty good chance that that's exactly what's gonna happen. Because I would have had to have, like, done it on a different computer or something, which is very unlikely. So we're probably gonna screw this up by not doing Mass Flight and by not doing Ground Army. So we'll get to see that. Maybe I'll go ahead and pull that up in terms of in this turn. Or this episode. But that's the play. I mean, he's kind of made himself vulnerable. If we didn't raid here and he didn't move out, then yeah, it wouldn't be, or that vulnerability wouldn't be there because he could just walk back into the fort. But here we are definitely going to prevent that from happening. We also are going to be casting Flames from the Sky here on 192. Which is right here. So this is where I think I saw a good density of human-sized mages that we can kill, like Yogis, Maguses. I don't think these qualify, no. It won't kill too much, I don't think. Like Corpse Constructs it can kill. It'll kill a few other kind of chaffy things, which I don't really care about. Really, I'm killing his mages. Yeah, I think that's it. I've got this guy patrolling, which is a little weird. Basically, he's just going to be tanky, and he's going to have really high MR, and he's going to have Phoenix Pyre and Soul Vortex. So this, I wouldn't expect to win against an army. It's just kind of like sacrificial. So we'll see what happens. If they attack me here, that would be kind of funny. Maybe I didn't recognize that, like, I'm standing on a lab with Winter Soul. Anyway, up here on Agartha, planet Agartha, we're going to be moving in to siege down this final place. But at this point, I don't know if Agartha's gone AI, but if not, this is the time when you do go AI. Yeah, he hasn't yet. He'll probably be going AI this turn or something. There's no real reason to keep, like, once you're down to this, there's no real reason to play. I mean, he did, I think if he, fighting till he lost his cap was very honorable of him, but after that, I think it's like, okay. Now, sometimes you'll lose your cap and you're still in the game, and you can still inflict a lot more damage, but at this point, he doesn't even have the tools to inflict damage upon me, and that's usually a good time to go AI. So, here's the Outer Throne. We're going to work on claiming this pretty damn quickly. I've got some of my very slow moving, I don't know where they are. And Bishop Fish walking around trying to make here's a Bishop Fish. And it's going to slowly make its way up there. Lanka has Holy Threes with, or various ways of claiming it. He's got Holy Threes he can summon, who can do Cloud Trapeze, the Mandahas, so he'll probably use one of those or something else. But yeah, we're going to be working on claiming it. In terms of sites, pretty good sites here. Crystal Cavern, Hidden Gold Mine, pretty sweet province. But yeah, so up there's not too much to talk about. We're basically just kind of zoning in. We've got another big army we will be moving out soon. You can see we've got more Onishugo that have, we've got kind of unorganized inventory here. This was before I knew you could actually organize shit. You can see we've got a lot of Skull Staffs, which honestly you don't really want this many lying around, obviously. I've kind of been lazy about getting another squad out. So yeah, we're going to organize another army that's going to march its way down and fight in this Khaleesian war. Is anybody moving out now? Not yet. Yeah, I got more Bishop Fish on the move. So that's the idea. I do need to mobilize another army, I think. We've got a ton of siege strength here, yeah. So I think that's it. What are we at? I think we're going to go ahead and do the next turn in a different episode. So thanks, guys. We'll see you then. Hopefully this trap with Khaleesi works out. Peace.